name's Leah Dunn. I'm going to show you how to make Aunt Chrissy's cinnamon buttermilk coffee cake. Alright, just so you know, it's a recipe from my family. It was my great-grandfather's sister's recipe, so it's been passed down for a long time. Alright, so what you're going to need for this, we have flour, brown sugar, an egg, milk, baking soda, ground cinnamon, vinegar, Pam, and butter. Alright, first what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 cups of flour and we're going to mix it with 2 cups of brown sugar. Now this is pre-measured, so this is 2 cups already. Alright, now we just mix it all together. Okay, so now we mix that together, now we're going to add the butter. We have 1 stick of butter, or margarine, whichever one you prefer. And we're going to have to cut it up into little itty bitty pieces. So what I usually do is I will lay out the butter. And then I will chop it up just a little bit. And then we will drop it into there. And I usually use this thing, which I don't know what it's called. Do you guys know what it's called?
It's a pie
A pastry cutter?
Pastry cutter.
Yeah, if you guys have questions, feel free to ask. Alright, so then we begin to mush it all together. And in the recipe it says it starts to resemble coarsemeal, which I guess it does. I don't really know what that is. Do you guys know what that is?
Coarsemeal?
Yes.
No?
No.
Kind of like it's crumbly maybe?
Yeah.
Crumbly texture.
Since the recipe's this old, I'm assuming it would have been something they were familiar with
Yes.
when Aunt Chrissy first made it.
True.
Landon, do you have a question? You're raising your hand.
No.
Okay.
Alright, and then once we have it all mixed up, probably can't see it from there, but it's really nothing to it. Alright, and then next what we're going to do is we're going to take 3/4 of this mixture and put it to the side, save it for later, because that will go as our topping to our cake. Alright. So, now what we're going to do is we add 1/3 cup of flour to this mixture. Then, while we mix it together. Alright, now is the fun part. We have the egg. We'll add 1 egg. Alright, and then we add 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Now we add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Alright, now next it says to add buttermilk. Now, I personally don't have buttermilk lying around my house, but there's a homemade recipe you can use to make this. It's very simple. All you'll do is you'll need vinegar. So, you add 1 tablespoon of vinegar.
This is to make buttermilk? Is that what you're saying?
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I
Learned
know.
something new.
I thought it was kind of gross at first, but it tastes alright. So.
You can also use lemon juice. Wasn't that the
Yeah,
other choice?
you can use vinegar or lemon juice for this. Now, then you're going to add the rest of milk. So you need 1 cup equivalent, or 1 cup, I guess, together with the vinegar and the milk. So you fill it up.
And that curdles the milk a little?
Yes, yes it does. Now, pour in the mixture. Now, all you have to do is we'll mix up the rest of the mixture. This is good for, goes with your coffee, obviously, since it's coffee cake, but usually I eat it for breakfast when we have it around the house. It's quite delicious. Alright, so now that we have it all mixed up, all together, we'll start to bake it. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to set your oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Then you'll bake it for about 50 to 60 minutes, just depending. You'll need to have a pan that will be greased. So we will grease it with pan. Alright. Then we'll dump the mixture into the pan. Any questions so far?
I'm looking forward to tasting it.
Yeah.
Yes, tasting will be delicious. Alright, now that we have added that, next, come back to the topping. And also, if you want it calls for, you can put half a cup of chopped nuts into the topping, but that's just if you want to. Personally, I don't like it in there. So, then you just spread it around evenly. Yes, be sure you have clean hands when you do this. Good question, Perry. Thank you. Alright, now, once this is all made, we will set the timer. Alright. And then we will wait. And 45 minutes later, or 50, or 60, depending on what we have the final product. Which I realize this is a different size pan, but I was out of the other size. So, this is the final product of Aunt Chrissy's coffee cake. It does not look that delicious, but I promise it tastes good.
Well, why don't you cut a piece so we can see what the texture is?
Yes, I will be glad to do that. Alright.
How does it feel to be the 4th generation using this recipe?
It's actually pretty cool. It's kind of weird that this recipe has lasted that long, but it's very impressive. Alright, this is the inside. It's very warm and moist. And
Smells great.
it does actually smell really good. So there you go. That is how you make Aunt Chrissy's cinnamon buttermilk coffee cake. Thank you.